guys, welcome back to another video. In this one I am going to be drawing the lovely Gigi, who is a gorgeous Siberian cat. He's this bright red orange colour and he has the most stunning green eyes, so I'm really enjoying drawing him so far. I'm also going to talk about a question I get asked a lot, which is which pencils do I use and why do I use those specific ones. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, give it a little thumbs up and hit the subscribe, and yeah, I'm gonna get on with it. So the pencils I use most when I am working on my pet portraits and my wildlife pieces would be the Caran Luminance, the Faber Castell Polychromos and the Caran Pablos. These are a mixture of oil-based and wax-based pencils, and they all have slightly different hardness of the lead or the core, which I find gives me much different results for what I'm aiming for. Now, the Luminance have the highest light fast rating, so if you are selling your work, these are incredible pencils. They do, however, come with a bit of a price tag, but I buy mine single stock, so I kind of balance, and I don't get colours I don't need, or in my experience it's working for me. These are a super soft pencil and the pigments are just gorgeous. A lot of the browns have really rich undertones of reds and oranges, and a lot of the greys are very blue or purple based, which gives you really gorgeous undertones if you're working on fur. My second favourites are the Polychromos, which have a very hard core compared to the Luminance, which are super soft. These are great for detailing. I use them so much for adding those super fine details in, because you can sharpen them to a super tiny point and then get those really fine hair strokes and little details in the eyes. Because they're so hard, they hold up so well at a fine point that it's really easy to get those details. They have 120 colours, so you can't really go short, and they work really well with the Luminance. That's what I like about these three pencils, is they all work really nicely together. I don't have any sort of fighting between the different makeups of the pencils, as it were. They all just work really nicely together. The last pencil I use are the Pablos. Now these are another Caran pencil, but they are the complete opposite of the Luminance. These have a much harder core like the Polychromos, but sort of somewhere between the two. I really love the greys and the sort of orangey browns that the Pablos have. However, the light fast rating on the Pablos is not as good as it is on the Luminance or the Polychromos. So if you are selling your work, or you do want your work to last a really long time, it is a good idea to check which ones have the higher light fast ratings. Obviously the ones that are lower will fade faster. In general, these are my three go-to pencils. I get asked a lot about Prismacolors. In my experience, I can't get on with them. I know some people create amazing work with them, but for me, they have quality issues with the leads being off center. The casings crack when you sharpen them, the cores crack and break a lot. I chewed through over half of a pencil just trying to get to a point where I could use it. I hadn't even touched it to paper, but it just kept continuously snapping and the lid came out all the time. The only Prismacolor I don't have a problem with, or its negatives for me work in a way where I like them, is the white one. In the Prismacolor, they are such a high wax content pencil. When you put them down on paper, if you press too hard, that wax will build up, meaning you will burnish much faster and find it really hard to add details on top, just because there's such a wax bloom built up on the paper. With the white pencil, I find, if you watch my white pencil video, I do explain this, but it is so waxy and so opaque that when I am adding those finishing highlights right at the end of a piece, and I really want them to stand out and I'm not going to put any more details on top of it, the Prismacolor white does work really well. However, I have 11 white Prismacolors that in my storage box of spare pencils, and 3 of those, the cores and leads have slid out of the middle, so I've had to put them on top of a water bottle to melt the cores back into their casings, which is a tip if anyone has had that problem. Resting them under or on top of a hot water bottle just melts that core a little bit, again because it's so waxy. But that is something to bear in mind. But as always, these are just my opinions. I think if you know me from any of the art groups, you will know that I really don't like Prismacolors. I just can't make them work for me, and I don't like the wax bloom, and I don't like eating through half a pencil trying to get a point where I can use it. But I hope this video has been somewhat helpful. If it has, give it a little thumbs up and hit the subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!